YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Ray. I am the original ordinary guy. Back again with another video for you fellas. Be grateful for your 9 to 5. I didn't say your 9 to 5 is gonna make you rich or anything like that, and it won't. We all know the 9 to 5 is not made to make us rich. I don't care if you are making 6 figures a year. Some way, somehow, they will look into that and try to, belittle your success or whatever you consider success. But be grateful for the job that you do have with the economy being so extremely treacherous in the last few years. It's been developing to this, and now it's about to finally pop, right? And a lot of people are missing out. A lot of people will not have a job by the end of this year. A lot of people will not have a job by the beginning of next year. Excuse me for being dark, man. It's, it's Charlotte, ain't no lights. So a lot of people will not have a job soon. AI is taking over. I always tell people AI is coming for everybody's job. Slowly but surely, AI is coming for everybody's job. Thank God I work in a big warehouse. Damn near live. I work in a big warehouse where it's not necessarily coming for my job right now, but I can see parts of the warehouse and parts of the things they're talking about is getting, a little bit more technical with the technology. And it's getting a little scary for some folks because the 9 to 5 has consumed them. That is now their identity. And also I'm grateful for my job, but I will not let it consume me or let it identify me. I don't identify as my job. If I'm there, I'm there. If I'm out of there, I'm really not talking about it. Of course I enjoy the overtime. Of course I enjoy the time I'm there. I do the job. I don't go over and beyond. I've been at the same position for the last 10 years. Of course, not wanting to move up because of certain things, that I can't do online, and other things as well. But I'm grateful, man. Just yesterday, and if you're seeing this, today is my 10th year anniversary at my job. The day not the day I'm recording, but the day I posted. And yesterday I was just chilling at the job, and a guy came up to me and said, "Man, this is like slavery." White guy. He said, "Hey, man, this is like slavery." He said, "Well, not really like slavery, but it's like, what did he call it? Hell, or he called it prison. My bad. He called it prison." I'm like, "Man, what do you mean?" He said, "Man, we got clock in. We can't do this. We can't do that. It's rules." I said, "Bro, it's rules at every job. You got to clock in to every job. Every job you go to, you got to clock in." But the only reason it was held to him because it was personal, because of the personal things he didn't like. Everybody's going to make it personal every once in a while at the jobs. And I'm just thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, bro, just be grateful. Do you understand? If that's what I always think, bro. I always think this. If the 9 to 5 is so hellish, the 9 to 5 is so hell, if the 9 to 5 is so bad, why don't you do something outside of it? Majority, 99% of the people that complain about jobs, I don't care where you work out, do nothing outside of their job to make life better for themselves. No second income, no third income, fourth. That'd be the kicker for me. Bro, if it's that bad, do something outside of it. Work outside of it. Develop a lifestyle outside of your job. But since they identify as their job so bad, and that's the only thing that they know, and they letting that job whoop their ass, guess what? Job is hell, job is slavery, job is prison. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Like any job, if you've been there long enough, you're gonna think that. Because you don't get to do what you want to do. You don't want to follow the rules and regulations, and I get it. Some of that stuff is stupid, which is another reason why I choose not to move up, because you would have to enforce some of those stupid rules. I get it. But bruh, I'll never, bro, would you rather not, man, imagine, bro. Just imagine if they did a sweep at work. If they did a full-blown sweep at work, you will be sick. A lot of people will be sick. They'll be upset. They'll be mad because there's nothing to fall back on. Thank God I have investments, savings, couple of savings accounts. I do YouTube, I do social media. Thank God I have other incomes. I'll be okay. By the grace of God, I will be fine. But majority of people complaining, the whiners, would not be fine. Like, give somebody else your job. Give somebody else that paycheck. You will be sick. Mad as hell, like, damn, I should have been more grateful. Damn, I should have been more thankful. While I understand I go through hard times, I understand that every day might not be good, bro, at work. Every day is not the perfect day. Some days they do get on your nerve at any position. I see some of the higher ups going through it. They be complaining and they make more money than me. But you won't ever catch me complaining. Hell, anything I'm complaining, why is there not more overtime? Because I'm a machine, bro. I work 60 hours a week. You know, I record a video 4 to 5 times a day. I post every day on multiple platforms. Bruh, I edit. I do my gym vlog stuff. I hit the gym 4 to 5 times a week. You know, I'm being social. I'm trying to be more social. Get out here because I'm about to get my own place in Charlotte. I'm doing a lot of things. I'm making a lot of moves. And I haven't complained about it once. Some days are good. Some days are worse. But every day I'm alive. Every day I'm alive to experience it. But people will let that gym, people will let that, let the gym consume you. Yeah. People let that workplace consume them. The people around them get in their ear. Like, yeah, bro, people love misery. People love being miserable. They love being miserable. Niggas and flies. That's my grandpa used to say, niggas and flies. Niggas and flies. If they can complain about some shit, they would. They get around some shit and complain. Oh, they love that. They love making an excuse on somebody else. They love it, bro. And I understand because people are miserable and they will group up. The more miserable people you have to agree with some stupid shit that's going on at work, the more they feel comfortable about being miserable. They feel comfortable about their lives. A lot of people's lives suck. And I have to keep that in mind. When I'm at work, I have to keep that in mind. Majority of people's work lives suck. They come to work, they bring all that animosity, all that stress, anxiety, all that, all that treacherous thinking, aggressive thinking, passive aggressive thinking. They bring all the BS to work. Excuse me, my thing broke. They bring all that BS to work, right? And then have the nerve to blame the job. No, man, fix you first. Get you together first. Well, you gotta take care of you first. A lot of people don't. They don't take care of their bodies, their minds. They don't take care of what they're eating. None of that stuff. So they blame the job. My goodness, I hate this thing. I gotta buy a new one. They hate the job. Hold on, fellas. Sorry for the technical difficulties, fellas. I gotta get this thing fixed. My swindle is a little off. I gotta get it fixed. I probably gotta get a new one here. But yeah, man. If you're at work and you find yourself complaining all the time, whining, complaining to other coworkers, complaining to your spouse, first of all, leave your job at the job. Don't take your job with you, please, fellas. That's not attractive. That's not attractive to you and not attractive for your spouse either. That's not fun, right? But if you find yourself complaining, fellas, there's always something you could do about it. Your 9 to 5 this is not it. You know what I mean? I've been there 10 years. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I've been there 10 years. I'm 33. I've been there 10 years. And when I turned 31, between 31 and 32, that was the first time I ever had the mindset of existing, of flourishing without a 9 to 5. I just put that into play. I haven't even been on that for a year now, probably a year. That was it. Other than that, I was partying, having fun, just living life, just doing what I do. Doing what I do at work. I've never had the mindset, okay, let's work towards not ever having a job. I don't have a dream job. I don't want to go from job to job to job. That's not my thing. I don't want to do that. I want to work if I have to work a job. And then when I clock out, do my other work. That's what I want to do until that other work consumes my other job, my 9 to 5. That's my idea of living. I don't want to go to job and go to every job and do, bro, I just been thinking about this for a year now. So fellas, if you older than me, younger than me, whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter about the age, and you're feeling the woes of your job and you're like, you know what? I know I want more. Start working on more. When you clock out, work on more. When you clock in even, and if you have ideas, write it down. Me, when I'm at work, I have a whole note thing on my phone full of video ideas, full of topics, full of ideas I want to do in the gym, full of things I want to record, full of things I could learn about, all types. I got a full notepad of it on my phone, and I write it down. Anytime it pop in my mind, or anytime a subject come up, or anytime I have an experience with somebody, I write it down. If I can make a video out of it, or if I could just learn from it, I write it down. You never know. It only take one video to pop you off. It's YouTube, it's social media, it's TikTok, whatever you own. It only take one video to pop you off, man. And then boom, you skyrocket. It only take one event in life to pop you off, and then boom, you skyrocket if you take advantage of it. I'm here to take advantage of it. I was slacking, I admit. I was slacking. I slack no more. I tell you that right now. I'm on my P's and Q's. I've been eyes wide for the last year and a half. And it has brought me, some profit, not gonna lie. It brought me some notoriety, but I need more. I wanted to consume my 9 to 5. I wanted to overshadow my 9 to 5, be like, you know what, I'm done with this. You know what I'm saying? I don't let the job beat me down either. I don't because it's physical. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I don't let the job beat me down. People call me lazy. I work real smart. That's another thing about working that job. I work real smart as well. It doesn't consume me. It's not my entire life. It's not my entire identity. But you can tell to those that it is how miserable people are at work, how ungrateful they are at work. We want more. If you want more, don't expect a corporation to give you more. They're gonna get everything out of you. They're gonna bleed you dry, throw you to the wayside, next man up. So therefore, when you clock out, go get that extra. That's how you be ungrateful, man. That's how you be grateful for that job, man. Thank God for the job. Thank God I can pay these bills. Thank God I can put gas in the tank. Thank God for groceries, all that. Everything is going up. Everything is getting very expensive. And you have people complaining about a 9 to 5 while thousands, millions of people are getting laid off from good paying jobs, even from the lower paying jobs. People just looking for work, searching for work. Anything will do. But you got people complaining. That's a disgrace, man. Be grateful. Warning. Definitely a warning. It's another day in reality for your ass. Love.